Hey there, Pasta Nation. It's so great to be back once again. We got episode 7 coming at you. GardenCast. I'm Nolan, he's Max.
Hey,
and
I'm Max.
We got a very special guest today, Dominick from YouTube. He makes all kinds of great vids on YouTube. How are you doing, Dominick?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm jazzed about talking about pasta.
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. What's your personal Olive Garden experience level like?
Well, I grew up in Jersey in an Italian family, so I can say honestly that I'm a big garden head.
Garden head for sure.
Yeah, I love garden heads.
Glad to hear
Breadhead a bit. Thanks.
Sounds like you'll fit right in to this family.
Great.
So with that said, let's dive right into today's commercial.
So, where are you going to go from here?
Probably the penne with meat sauce. Fettuccine with Alfredo.
Maybe with your leg.
It's Olive Garden's never-ending pasta bowl with great new sauces like mushroom Alfredo and creamy 5-cheese marinara. Pick one combination of sauce and pasta, then another. Have all you want, just $7.95. Plus, of course, salad and breadsticks.
I'm in a really good place right now, Dad.
At Olive Garden, when you're here, you're family.
He's in a good place.
Man.
So,
This
where are you going to go
commercial's
from
in
here?
a good place,
Probably
I
the
tell you.
penne with meat sauce.
Yeah, I really got that father-son relationship going on this one.
Yeah, it's good to have a commercial where we really know
Olive Garden's
100%
never-ending
for
pasta
sure
bowl
who the
with
dad
great new
is.
sauces like
Yeah,
mushroom
I'd say
Alfredo
so.
and creamy
What's your
5-cheese
first impression of this
marinara.
commercial,
Pick one
Dominick?
combination of sauce and pasta, then another. Have all you want,
You
just
guys are coming in a little low
Plus, of
over
course,
here.
salad and
Ooh.
breadsticks.
I'm in a really good place right now.
Can't really
Dad.
hear you.
At Olive Garden, when
Man,
you're
the
here,
low
you're family.
zone.
Yeah, having some audio difficulties.
So,
Great commercial
where are you going to
though.
go from here?
Probably the penne with
Try
meat
to
sauce.
crank up the. Just get really close to the mic here.
I'm dying to talk about this garlic encrusted mushroom dish.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all are. Is this any better right now?
Pick one combination of sauce and pasta, then another. Have all you want, just $7.95.
You can't-
Picking us up at all?
Picking up?
Salad and breadsticks.
Picking up what we're
I'm in
laying
a really
down.
good place right now, Dad.
At Olive Garden, when you're here, you're family.
I guess not. Gonna have to go into some
where you gonna
tech
go from
settings
here?
here.
Probably the penne
Gonna
with
go into
meat
tech
sauce.
mode at the moment. Having a
Getting
real
you
good
guys
time.
Getting you guys better
Maybe with your
now.
leg.
Getting us a little better.
It's Olive
Yeah.
Garden's never-ending pasta bowl. with great
Let's
new
see if we
sauces
can,
like mushroom Alfredo and creamy 5-cheese
should we just stay
marinara.
here really
Pick
close to the
one
mic, I
combination of
guess?
sauce and pasta,
Can you
then
turn it up?
another.
Oh, yeah, you can
Have all
totally
want,
turn it.
just $7.95.
Or is it already
Plus,
up?
of course, salad and
It's on
breadsticks.
automatic.
I'm in a really good place right now, Dad.
I'm going
At
high.
Olive Garden, when you're here,
How's that
you're
sound?
family.
That's good.
Okay.
So, where are you going to go from here?
What's your take on this commercial?
Meat sauce.
I mean, the first thing I noticed is the filmmaking. I don't know who directed this.
It's Olive Garden's
I'm guessing
never-ending
Coppola.
pasta bowl with great
Yeah,
sauces
yeah.
like mushroom
got a
Alfredo
lot of
and
those
creamy
shots.
5-cheese marinara. Pick one
Shot to
combination of
shot,
sauce and
just the
pasta,
mise en
then
scène
another.
and the
Look at
scene.
that part where, like,
You get the
just
9
splits
shots, the
salad and
split,
breadsticks.
the pasta
Nine
split
shots. Really
screen.
good
The 9-shot
right now,
pasta array.
At
It
Olive
just
Garden,
blows
when
my
you're here, you're
mind.
family.
Absolutely.
I mean,
So,
I don't know if
where
I've
you
ever
gonna go
seen
from
a
here?
pasta
Probably the
array in a
penne
movie
with
before,
meat sauce.
so I think this is a first for both film and TV.
Maybe with your leg.
Yeah, and I'd love to see more in the future. You know, I hope this blazes a new
This is really
trail.
pushing the envelope, you know. This is really opening things up for, like,
Pick
a
one
whole
combination
new
of sauce and
realm
pasta,
of
then another.
filmmaking.
Have all you want, just $7.95.
Have you guys
Plus, of
started to
course,
notice
salad and breadsticks.
any sort of
I'm in a really good
significance
place right now,
from
Dad.
commercial to commercial now that you've been doing this a lot?
Well, there has
So,
been a lot of
where you gonna go from
similar
here?
takes
Probably
on
the
the
penne
old
with meat sauce.
shot of the
Fettuccine with
breadsticks
Alfredo.
and
Maybe with your leg.
the old
Olive Garden's
never-ending
never-ending pasta bowl with great new
breadsticks.
sauces like mushroom
Sometimes the
Alfredo
never-ending
and
pasta
creamy
as well.
5-cheese marinara.
It's really a whole
Pick one
never-ending,
combination of
It's
sauce
mainly
and
the
pasta, then
breadsticks.
another.
There's a
It's
lot of
especially the
breadsticks.
breadsticks.
Right. I mean, does
Plus, of
anything at
course,
Olive Garden
salad
have
and
an end,
breadsticks.
or is it all
I'm in a
never?
really good place right now, Dad.
I'd like to think it's all never-ending, especially the family. We really see a never-ending
where you gonna go from here?
amount of family relationships and dynamics.
Every time I go to Olive Garden, I feel like it never really ends because I always have that memory of
Olive
it playing
Garden's
again and again
never-ending
in my
pasta bowl
mind.
with great new sauces like
Forever.
mushroom
Yeah.
Alfredo and creamy 5-cheese marinara.
It's amazing.
Pick one combination
Yeah, I
of
took a
sauce and
class in
pasta,
college
then
where we
another.
studied
Have all you want,
films
just
and we would watch them
$7.95.
3 times
Plus,
in a
of
row.
course, salad and breadsticks.
I'm
I
in a
see. I
really
feel like
good
this
place
experience
right
is
now,
very
Dad.
similar because I'm picking
Olive
up a lot of
Garden,
the
when you're
smaller
here, you're
techniques
family.
that I wouldn't notice on my first 5
So,
viewings.
where are you going to go from here?
Yeah, definitely. because there's so many layers to an Olive Garden commercial. You know, there's so many layers to their pasta, so many layers to their sauce, and there's also a lot of layers to their commercials as well.
It's crazy to think about that. The amount of thought that's gone into these things.
Yeah, it's so close to not being a commercial and being like a short film, like something you see in a theater or at a festival.
I mean, it has a beginning, it has a middle, and it has an end. It has that rising tension, it has that climax. It's really got it all.
I'm talking about here the look that the dad gives his son.
Oh, there's some good looks in this one. I'm glad we get into the looks, because I'm loving the looks in this one.
Because there's a tension between the dad wants to know what's going on with his son's life, but he also appreciates his sense of humor.
Right. I feel like the camera hangs on him for just a moment extra, right there.
Oh yeah.
There again. I feel like there's
you
a
gotta
little
get
bit
that
of
dad
subtext.
reaction, you know.
Yeah, he doesn't even say anything. He just gives him this little dad stare.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Is that something that happens in a lot of these episodes? Or commercial films?
I mean, there's definitely a lot of nonverbal communication.
Oh yeah. I think there's more nonverbal communication than there is regular communication in most of these commercials, I have to say.
So,
Crazy.
It's definitely the dad look, you know, and he pops that little bit of stuff in his mouth, you know, what was that, breadstick?
Yeah, the little breadstick bite and then the look, you know.
Yeah.
That's how you know Dad's, he's getting into it at all.
He's like, are you serious, son? Talking about the pasta? But then he realizes that the pasta is really what you should be talking about.
I see. So that's the takeaway from this film.
So,
See,
where are you gonna go from here?
Dad's trying to be all serious, but his mind, the kid's mind's in the pasta, you know?
Yeah, the kid knew it all along, but the dad started out in the serious zone, but then he realized the real thing to be serious about is pasta.
Yeah, because like the son is being really serious about he wants to, you know, please his dad by having the right pasta choice, you know? That's why he makes that face on that second one, because he's like, he thought he got it right with the first one, you know, but then that's not the right one.
I mean, you talk about college choices or dating or jobs or anything. I mean, it all pales in comparison to the pasta choice you make on the menu. And his son knows that.
I'm just catching right now that apparently this pasta doesn't end.
Exactly.
I see the significance of that.
I'm in a really good place right now, Dad.
And that's why he's in such a good place. He just doesn't want to stop.
So,
I mean, are we to understand these characters stay here forever, or?
With the never-ending nature of it, as well as sort of the cyclical nature of the commercial, I mean, I think you could see it that way.
That's so interesting. It's almost like, how long can two people stay in an Olive Garden if the pasta doesn't end? Like,
I mean,
why,
think about it.
why-
He's got never-ending pasta. That's like, you got your lunch, your dinner, and your breakfast all there in one, you know?
It's really
Yeah.
the full spectrum.
Guys, I just noticed something on the last viewing. I'm sorry to change the subject.
Oh no, go ahead.
Go for it.
That waitress, you see, she just passed by, and now right behind the son, you see her turn and look at the conversation.
Oh,
Like she knows what's going on.
She's been eavesdropping.
Definitely.
Maybe
That's
some
a
sort
good
of spy,
observation there.
special agent. There she is. You see her?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She was still trying to hang around there.
Yeah,
at the
a
end.
little inquisitive there.
from here.
I'm saying she could maybe be a double agent for a place like Chi-Chi's or maybe Benihana.
Could be.
Yeah, scoping out the competition.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that'd be quite the twist, but I could see it. That kind of depth in a commercial like this.
Wow, it's amazing.
Good place right now, Dad.
There she is again.
Yeah, she's just staking them out. She's just.
That's something. That's something.
Where are you gonna go from here?
Probably the penne with meat.
I really like how they say, of course, with salad and breadsticks. You know,
Like, that's
well,
just-
of course. Like you should know by now.
Absolutely.
There's gonna be unlimited breadsticks, but they have to say that in there because otherwise it's like.
Otherwise, you might
what would be the
wonder.
point?
You might be like, wait, do they still have those breadsticks? But you know they do. You know they've got the sticks.
I think if they didn't say that, it would probably like cause just mass hysteria. You know.
Right.
people would be like, wait, so they're not having the breadsticks anymore? There'd just be riots in the streets? It would be bad.
Absolutely.
I think the significance of Olive Garden breadsticks on our culture is you can see it everywhere. I mean,
Yeah, there's nowhere. I mean, everywhere you look these days, it's breadsticks.
It really pretty much inspired the entire cuisine for the American culture.
And not just cuisine. I mean, you talk about biggest revolution today, the mobile phone revolution. Mobile phones, handheld. Breadsticks are a handheld device to bring you enjoyment anywhere you are.
Right. And in Olive Garden, they have these unlimited breadsticks, and now on your smartphone, you've got these unlimited apps.
Absolutely, and breadsticks basically are an app. So it's really
also
all the same.
appetizer.
Exactly.
Right.
I think it's all connected, you know.
I mean, so would you say in order of significance, it's like Einstein, breadsticks, Obama? I mean, Steve Jobs.
Probably Einstein, breadsticks, Obama / Steve Jobs. That's where I'd put him.
Yeah, I think Steve Jobs was probably he probably had a few breadsticks in his day.
Oh, he definitely had a few breadsticks.
You know, he had a breadstick or two.
Oh, he had to. Well, I mean, you know, when he was trying to get better, you know, part of that whole diet was breadsticks.
Absolutely. Can we check out the beverages this next roll around? Because that's always significant. They got a glass of wine on the table.
Is it wine or sparkling water?
It could be actually, it could be sparkling water. I'm second guessing myself now.
That could be a white wine.
Yeah.
A blush, maybe.
Nice. It was a nice color of bottle. You know, it's
Yeah.
very light green.
I'm
Yeah,
saying
but
if
did you see?
a father and a son go out for a nice dinner, they deserve a nice bottle of wine.
You would think so. It doesn't have a wine glass.
Yeah,
though.
there's no wine glass.
It's just more of a soda glass.
Fettuccine with Alfredo?
Well, I mean, we don't have any evidence against that. It could be a tall bottle of oil or Tabasco sauce, perhaps.
True, it could be some sort of a condiment.
Tabasco oil. It's good stuff.
Nice.
I doubt it is this, but the classic father beverage is got to be beer, right?
Where are you gonna go from here?
Is it a beer?
It
a
seems a
pretty big
bit
beer.
large for a beer, but I just gotta say, like,
But I mean, he's a big guy. He's a
glass
he's a
kinda
big-time
look
dad,
like
you know?
like you could put a beer in there, and he's
Yeah.
a dad, so you know, dads equal beer.
Yeah.
That's true.
He
I've never
could be a
met a
beer
dad
dad.
who doesn't like a beer.
Pretty sure that's a requirement for being a dad.
Yeah.
You gotta like a good beer.
Oh, there is a glass. It's full of water, or
Right, there's glass. It does look like there's water, and then there's a slightly darker sort of amber liquid in the one closest to the sun.
But is the son even 21? Would they even serve him that at a fine establishment like Olive Garden? I think it might be like an iced tea.
It could be an iced tea. An iced tea would be a good call. But I don't think the son's very young.
I'm gonna guess he's like 18. He looks about
Really?
18. You think he's older than that? Maybe he's older.
I'm guessing a young 20.
I could see it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Fettuccine with Alfredo?
Come in with your leg.
I mean, from the dress, you see he's got the nice collared shirt, but then he's got the T-shirt underneath. So he's trying to dress up, but he's still got the casual look going as well.
Right. Cash son. Cash dad.
Which is kind of like being between childhood and adulthood. It's kind of a transition phase, so he's got the transition wardrobe on.
Yeah, I think they're doing a really good job of having sort of like matching styles. You know, they both got the button-down shirts with a couple buttons unbuttoned, and then the undershirt. You know.
Yeah, that is true.
Classic dad style.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to like appeal to his father in this father-son bonding time at Olive Garden.
I mean, maybe he's on his way to becoming a dad, and this is the way to do it.
Well, I'm about to throw something at you guys that might just blow you away.
Go
I'm
for it.
starting to think that this dad isn't wearing pants.
What?
We're
If
gonna
you look
have to
closely, you can see some skin.
take a look at that
Oh
one.
man, this could change everything.
That would change everything. Throw out everything we've said so far. If that dad doesn't have pants, then it's a whole new ball game.
Here comes. Definitely got a cargo short going.
Oh, okay.
least.
Okay, I see what's going on.
He definitely doesn't have pants. They're at least shorts.
Yeah.
So,
Or are they just skin tight, like khakis?
I'm thinking they're a little green.
I'm in with your leg.
Oh, the shorts. There's definitely some green in there. What if that's the napkin? Though?
You're right.
You know, every dad's got to have a dad napkin.
That's true.
The lap napkin.
He doesn't want
Napkin.
to splash that creamy hot spaghetti all over
Right,
his parts.
Exactly.
Man, that's tough. I really can't tell. It very well could just be shorts.
I mean, it raises a good point that sometimes the action under the table is just as important as what's going on up top.
Oh
I'm in with your
yeah.
leg.
It's Olive Garden's
I mean,
never-ending
never ending on top, never ending on the bottom.
All the way through, you know, top to
It's a
bottom.
whole sphere of never ending.
Right, right. Never ending dad legs.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say even the never ending itself is never ending.
I see.
Olive Garden. When you're here, your family.
Man, I can't get my eyes off those legs.
Those legs are it's a puzzle. It's a puzzle, you know?
Big
It's a
turkey
puzzle.
legs.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got good dad legs, that's for sure. Like he's got the mass.
I'm dying to have a dad like this. Hopefully I get one day.
Absolutely. Well, you know, keep going to Olive Garden, and you never know what'll happen.
Yeah, you'll find that dad eventually.
Now, are these films current, or are we looking at archival footage?
I'm gonna say this is archival footage from about 2005.
Nice. I see.
So I'd love to see a follow-up. You know, now it's 11 years later. See, where are they now? You know, has the kid become a dad of his own? You know, I think we need to get GardenCast viewers to start writing in, you know, letters, petitions, hashtags to Olive Garden, demanding that they continue some of these
Yeah,
storylines.
we need a serious continuation of this one.
I'm willing to start a Kickstarter. Try to get this initiative started. I'll put up
Absolutely.
as much money as it counts.
I'd
Yeah.
pitch in everything I have.
Absolutely. I mean, it's what the fans want. You know, you got to push
Right.
Olive Garden in that direction.
I'm willing to ask my friends and family to give their hard-earned American money to me to find this son and his father.
That's what we need. That's what America
We
needs.
need to start a viral.
It needs to be a viral
needs to go
campaign.
viral.
We need to get this virus into people.
So,
I would love to make this virus never ending.
We gotta infect all the people. Gotta get the money. Gotta make it happen.
It's Olive Garden's never-ending possible. With great
Wow, it's only $7.95.
Yeah, they keep hitting you with that price, and every time you see it, you think, man, that's for all that pasta. I mean, they showed
Look at all
nine.
those bowls. Like
They're showing you 9 bowls for $7.95.
They're
That's less than
showing
$1.
They're showing you 9 bowls, but also it's not even just 9 bowls. It's unlimited.
That's less than $1 a bowl if you get 9
where are you gonna go
bowls.
from here?
I'm saying get an initiative out there, get some homeless people to Olive Garden. We could cure world hunger.
I'm in with your leg.
Absolutely, you know. I mean, that's we gotta get the government on
That's
this.
so true. Cause like all this other food out there, they're always like, we wouldn't have enough supplies for everybody. But just look at this. It's unlimited. You can't argue with that.
Can't argue with never-ending food.
When you're here, your family.
This is what we need. It could cure a lot of our country's evils if we could just get some of this pasta out there.
Absolutely, you know, we need to get this out. You know, send everybody get out there, send a tweet at Barack Obama. Throw some hashtags in there. Send him a link to this video. Tell him,
Right.
hey, you want to tackle that hunger crisis? Go straight to Olive Garden.
Right. Hashtag POTUS pasta.
POTUS
POTUS
pasta.
pasta.
We
Bring
need
it
to find
on.
my dad.
Oh yeah.
When you're here, your
I'm a dad. POTUS pasta.
That's what it's all about, you know.
Where are you gonna go
Let's
from
get
here?
this trend going.
Let's get this trending, guys. Find the dad. POTUS
Yeah,
pasta.
all you listeners, put out those tweets. POTUS pasta, find my dad. Let's get it going.
Listeners, tweet out POTUS pasta. We're dying to help the world.
I mean, this is absolutely. It's a public service right here. This is it's for the
It's for the good of the people.
Absolutely.
When you're here, your family.
So, where are you gonna go from here?
Still going.
Back to the commercial directly. you know, when you hear your family, what if they're not family when they're not here? I know this is something we've talked about in other episodes, but in this one, it's a very obvious family connection. What if this is all a charade?
They could just be playing the classic father-son roles.
Wait, I don't understand. Can you explain that again?
Well, when you go to Olive Garden,
Right.
well, when you're here, your family, you know?
When you're
they're
at
at Olive Garden and they're family.
Okay, right.
What if this is only an Olive Garden thing? What if that's not his real dad outside of Olive Garden?
Oh, so you're saying these are two strangers, but while they're at Olive Garden, they're family, but so they act like the roles that they're playing here.
Right, or it could just be like, this could be his boss, you know? They could just be unrelated, you know, but they just really want to have that father-son time.
I see.
So they come to Olive Garden.
You know, if there's someone in your life that you've come so close to that you've come to value as a dad, and you want to make it official, you just walk through those Olive Garden doors, and you've got your dad right there.
Right, you just schedule some dad time and you go to Olive Garden. And, you know, nobody's gonna say anything about it because when you're there, you're family.
It's the place for dad time.
I don't know if you guys have explored this mystery, but do you think when you get into the doorways and the gates of Olive Garden, they assign you like familial roles?
Ooh. You know, they never show that aspect. That you never see the transition from the outside to the inside. That's always off camera.
So does a man say, "You look like a dad. You're going to be his dad because when you're here, you're family"?
I mean,
I like to think that it's more of like a sort of organic thing that forms when you go in with a group of people, but there's also the undeniable fact that they will seat you at a table, and in that sense there could be some sort of subliminal placing into the familial roles.
Because you know it's all about the seating positions. Plays such a strong part in it.
I see. So what kind of seating arrangements? The dad's at the head of the table, obviously, that sort of thing.
Right. I mean, in this one, it's a bit different because it's a square table and there's only two people. But I mean, they're very close. They're not sitting across from each other. They're sitting right next to each other.
Yeah.
So that implies a higher level of closeness.
Absolutely. They're about as close as they can be with the table being shaped as it is.
Yeah, it really highlights how this is just all about the bonding, really coming together.
Man, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there's a third chair there.
That's a good point. There is a third chair.
That is a good point. Is somebody in the restroom?
It looks to be a plate in front of that chair as well.
Is there really? That could just be the dad's salad plate.
Salad plate gets his own chair. Dad gets two chairs, that kind of thing.
Because he's the dad, you know.
Of course. Leader, ruler.
I could see that. Maybe dad switches chairs throughout the meal.
Yeah, maybe he started, you know, further away from his son, but then he realized, hey, we're in an Olive Garden, we need to get closer, and he scooted over.
He had to wait for those family bonds to kind of develop, for him to kind of feel the closeness, for him to shift over.
The possibilities of why that chair, I mean, because if you go out to dinner to a four-person table, they remove the two chairs if you're not using them, right?
I would sure think
well, they'd
so.
either remove the two chairs or they'd leave all four, you know? Like, this one has three chairs at a four-person table.
That is a good point. There's got to be some significance.
I'm saying maybe we could get that as part of this initiative. POTUS pasta. Who's in the third chair?
That's the big mystery here, really.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about where's my dad, we're talking about POTUS pasta, and we're talking about who's in the third chair. I mean, these are all questions that need answers in this 21st century environment.
Right.
Well, here's sort of a dark possibility I want to lay out there.
Okay.
What if you know, this is his dad, and his mother had died in a tragic accident, and they had always gone to Olive Garden in the past, and this was a family thing, and they always had three people at a table, and now they leave an empty chair every time in remembrance.
As like a sort of tradition.
Right.
So,
It's possible. I mean, I could see Olive Garden really exploring all aspects of family. The positive times and the more difficult ones.
Right, because Olive Garden, it really transcends time, you know?
Right.
These family bonds, they never end. It's never-ending family. And that's kind of what they're going for. They're just trying to, bring back those family times.
Yeah, because if they got rid of that chair, that would sort of be an end.
I see.
Right, that would be like acknowledging the loss and being like...
Acknowledging the end.
Moving on and going, but they don't want to do, they want to say like everything, all the family of all the time.
I mean, I'm thinking that if something never ends, then it is, in a way, outside of time. Right?
Right.
It's a good point. It's a good point.
When you're here, your family.
So they're really on another level here.
I mean, whether there was a mother or not in this family at any point, future or past, if this place exists outside of time, there's got to be an open seat for that possibility.
Right.
Yeah, I can see it.
One combination of sauce and pasta, then another. Have all you want to $7.95.
Love to get my face in that gravy is what I'm thinking.
Absolutely.
There's some good sauces in this one, I tell you.
Probably the most variety of sauce we've seen yet.
Right, and that up close shot of that, whatever that mushroom sauce is there, that's just,
I believe that's
really
an
goes
Alfredo.
above and beyond. That Alfredo over the mushroom.
Oh man, look at that. That's
Mushroom Alfredo,
right there.
yeah.
Kill for
Oh
that.
man.
Kill a man for that.
It's like, you got your Alfredo, that's great, but then a mushroom Alfredo, it's got those chunks of fresh mushroom right in the
Because
sauce.
you got the creamy, and you got the chunky, they become one.
Probably the penne with meat sauce. Fettuccine with
I just love that bite that the dad sneaks.
A sneaky bite with that cheeky little face that he's got showing at his son there.
He's got the cheeky look, he's got the sneaky bite, who knows what's next.
What a sneak. He's got that third dad chair.
Absolutely, I mean, clearly this dad, he's a complex character. He's
not
got
wearing
the pants, exactly. I mean, there's so many different questions about this dad.
Where are you gonna go from here?
Probably the penne with meat sauce.
Oh, guys, see, he uses that green handkerchief to wipe his mouth, so I think we can confirm that's his green handkerchief on his lap,
That's
not
a
his
good
pants.
spot.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I still think he's wearing some sort of cargo shorts.
You think shorts? I mean, I feel like they display the green. Oh wait,
Oh yeah, no, I could see it. I could see him
they
being.
justify
I'm
it
on
visually.
team pants.
See?
here.
The penne
Yeah,
with meat sauce.
I
Visual
think it's
justification.
pants.
Fettuccine with Alfredo.
I think you guys are right.
It's Olive Garden's never-ending.
I want to believe that he's pantsless with a green handkerchief, just barely covering himself.
Absolutely.
Sort of like a loincloth style, yeah.
I want to believe that's so
Really good
bad.
place right now, Dad.
Yeah, I do as well, but I might have to side with you guys on this one.
So,
Well, we can agree to disagree, but I will believe that he's wearing that green handkerchief.
Fettuccine with
I
Alfredo.
think it's good to have some sort of conflict of opinions here. It really opens up the gates for our commenters.
Yeah, I
to
mean,
come
it's
in.
all about dialogue. It's all about this exchange of ideas.
Alright, so all those viewers out there, let us know, where do you stand? Pants, no pants, loincloth,
Shorts.
shorts?
Good place right
I'm
now.
saying, viewers, you want to side with me. Vote for Pasta Head Dominic. He knows what's up.
where are you gonna go from here?
Probably the penne
He's
with meat
Italian,
sauce.
and he can tell when a dad's wearing
Fettuccine with
pants.
Alfredo.
I
Some
mean,
good arguments
it
there.
is a good argument, but hey, I would like to hear the viewers weigh in as well.
Alright, look like we're getting close to the end here. So I just want to quickly point out, with the dad's sneaky little bite, I just find it really interesting the way that he's eating that breadstick, because he's just like tearing off chunks of
It's
it.
true, or normally you would take the entire stick up to your
Yeah, you
mouth.
just shove it in there, you know?
Probably the penne with meat
He's just
sauce.
kind of tossing them in like little bites.
See, he's eating like popcorn almost.
True. Is he eating
There
popcorn?
he is, like tearing up that. You can see him in that shot. He's tearing up the breadstick
Oh, I
into little
see.
pieces. Like it's a bit obscured by the bottle, but you can tell that it's what he's doing.
I mean, I'm thinking, was that an actor's choice, or was it a directorial effort?
I mean, I think it's just more of the mystery of dad right there, you know.
I
Right,
see.
it just
Yeah.
shows like, you know, he's a really unique character. He's got his own sort of person. It just gives him a bunch of personality, really.
I think the honor should go to the actor. He's done a great job here.
He definitely does.
I mean, he really brings the personality. I'll give you that.
Both of the actors they do a really great job in this one.
I'm in a really good place.
I think I can agree with you guys on that. Out of all the things we've disagreed with here, that's one thing I can agree with.
So,
That's good.
where are you gonna go from
Excellent.
Probably the
Definitely.
penne.
This guy, like the son's faces and the dad's faces, just complement each other so well. Like that face right there, that's just like my favorite face. He's just like so at a loss for what do you mean that you didn't like that kind of pasta? Which pasta are you talking about, Dad? He's got that sort of, you know, he wants to be
Really good place right now.
the good son.
I totally agree. Shout out to these actors. What an amazing
They
performance.
really sell it.
I mean, they made it real. They made it. It feels like we're there.
I feel like it's real.
Fettuccine with Alfredo.
Absolutely.
It's real to me. It's real to me.
It's Olive Garden's never-ending pasta.
I mean, we come through the final loop here. Anybody have any final thoughts on this commercial?
Yeah, I just gotta say I really love the way the son laughs at that reaction when he realizes how much he
Really good
goofed.
place right now, Dad.
Yeah, it's a good
Your family.
it's a good laugh.
Alright.
Wow.
Anything on your end there, Dominic?
I mean, I laughed the whole way through. Every joke landed. I think shout out to the director, the actor, and the scriptwriter. Overall,
Oh yeah,
great
so
performance.
true.
You know, if we were to keep getting, it's hard to launch too many viral campaigns at once. But another thing to push for might be some sort of Oscar, Golden Globe recognition for these efforts. I mean, I realize it's about 10 years late, but they could still do some sort of special achievement.
Golden breadstick, maybe.
Golden Breadstick.
Breadstick.
There you go. I'd love to see that at some of the future award shows hosted by guys like Steve Harvey or
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise, exactly.
The best thing about Breadstick Awards would be that everybody would get one
Because they're never ending.
because they're never ending.
Right. I'd love to get one.
Absolutely. We might head out after the show and grab some for ourselves.
Yeah, probably should do that.
Yeah, I just want to say thanks so much, Dominic, for
Yeah, thanks.
joining and offering your unique Italian perspective.
It was a
Thank
great
you.
perspective. It
My
really added
pleasure.
a whole lot of depth.
Yep.
I wish I could have agreed with you guys more on more subjects, but it's just the way
No,
my
I'm
personality is, I
glad.
guess.
I'm glad for the disagreement.
Yeah, I'm all for getting some conflict on the show, and you really brought that tonight, and I appreciate that perspective.
My pleasure.
Absolutely. All right, well we're gonna wrap it up as a final thought. We're gonna throw it once again. We got some fresh fan art coming in. Let's throw it straight
some real
to the
nice fan art.
to
Check this out.
the GardenCast art gallery. Let's check it out.
That's some good art there. Boy, I sure love that art.
Wow.